select all the tune the body and pull it up, footings pull up, me say.
Right?
Well, I've been known to throw around the truth once in a while.
Okay.
0, ignition, liftoff.
Real talks. We got Malachi. We
There he
got
is.
Buzz.
That's it.
0,
So we're here
ignition,
at the atrium, the location.
liftoff.
It's our privilege today to share with
What's up, what's up, what's up? We got the Real Talks podcast with Malachi Malay and Buzz, aka Nick Simpson. We on live right now, but this guy went to the washroom, man. What's wrong with this dude, man? My goodness. Where's he at? Buzz!
I'm getting in here.
Shoot, man.
I'm coming.
You gotta take your the noise off.
Okay. If I put it on no noise,
Yeah.
they won't hear it.
No, they hear it. It just ain't gonna make too much noise.
All right. I'm coming in here.
This guy, man. What?
Look at that guy. Huh?
My goodness, man.
Are you... Here I am, Malachi. What do you want to talk about?
You messed up, dude.
Huh?
You messed up.
Here he is. Trump Rambo in St. Thomas. Who doesn't like this guy?
Oh, man.
Huh? Here he is. Anyways. Ta-da!
Okay. What's up?
I'm in.
That t-shirt.
How's
man.
that look, huh?
I don't even
Huh?
know where you get that t-shirt from, man.
Make St. Thomas great again. That's what I'm doing. Listen, I'm taking a little page off Trumpy there. Make St. Thomas great again. Me and Malachi right here. Hey, pal, right here.
Okay.
Make St. T great again.
Let's do this, man.
Now, listen.
Okay.
I know we're a little late.
Mm-hmm.
Firing it up. My boy Malachi, he's a technology guy. I'm not. I'm just a big loudmouth. Anyways,
Okay. See, I told you take that noise off, man.
sorry.
Shoot.
Sorry.
People calling in.
Listen. The people that are messaging me right now, listen,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna tell you, I gotta tell my troops.
Okay, go
relax. Okay, relax. We try to get on at 8 o'clock, and I'm trying to explain to you, we're giving you a live version of what we're doing, because my boy Malachi edits later and puts it up. So if you keep harassing me, we're not gonna go live. We'll just give you the edited version. So relax, bring it down. Okay, I got Aldone trying to call me through Messenger. If you can't find this, go on Nick Simpson. Go on Malachi, right?
Malachi Malay.
That's Malachi Malay.
Okay.
Hear me, people?
Okay.
So anyways.
Hold on.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, turn the phone volume down.
No, right there. Off. It's off?
No, it's not off. It's on vibrate now.
Off.
There you go. Perfect. Okay.
Okay.
So we're here on the Real Talks podcast, where politically incorrectness, as you can see with my man's shirt right there. You know what I mean?
Who doesn't like Step Brothers?
As you can see my man's shirt, political correctness goes out the window. Okay? So we got topics today.
A lot of topics. First thing I want to say, Malachi didn't want me to put my Trump thing here. When you see the other video, you'll see we have some advertisement behind us.
Yeah.
And he says, hey, you can't put that up.
Of course, man.
My followers won't like the Trump flag. I went, what? The lowest black employment in history in America.
Listen,
My boy
man.
Malachi don't like it. I know. We had a
Listen,
little
man.
discussion. I know.
I don't even care what the numbers are, man. I ain't a supporter of Trump, man. I can't put Trump on my...
But we're making fun of him. He looks like John Rambo. It's the whole pun.
John
Now,
Rambo.
my shirt looks like Step Brothers, right?
Well, okay, you know, on a
We're making
serious
fun
note,
of him.
right? On
I
a
don't want-
serious note,
okay.
right?
All right.
I don't support Trump. But at the same time, I can't deny the dude is not a genius when it comes to like marketing, when it comes to whatever he does, right? He is a genius, right? He plays stupid, but he's smarter than he's smarter than what a lot of people think. But you actually love Trump.
You know what I like?
What?
He said what he was going to do on the campaign trail.
Okay.
Okay, he's not taking a salary. Is Trudeau taking a salary? Yeah. Is he taking a vacation that costs us Canadian taxpayers money? Yes.
Okay.
Trump goes to his own Mar-a-Lago. He owns it. I'm sure he's charging the American government something, right?
Okay.
But he's going to his own hotel, right? His own
Why
property.
do you love him though?
Because he finally,
Okay.
a politician is doing what he said when he got elected.
Is that really it?
I'm going to build the wall.
Okay.
I'm going to do the free trade agreement.
Okay.
Redo it again. I'm going to make America first.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to go too long on this because I'll offend some people. If you're offended, just unfriend and log off.
Yeah.
I always say that. But you know what? Look at what he's doing. Because I'm going to tell you, later in this podcast, we're going to talk about what Trudeau's not doing.
Mm.
Because, like, I'm not going to get into it yet because we got to... Okay, sorry. There's a couple things I want to prelude to that.
Okay.
And I'm trying not to swear because...
Yes.
I want to say a couple of things on the last podcast. I was a deer in the headlights. Definitely really nervous, but today I was confident. You cut my boy's hair again today, and I said I'm ready to come
Okay.
and bring the heat.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to swear because I watched that podcast and it was cringy.
Mm-hmm.
I was cringing, and I'm sorry to the people out there. I'm sorry, and I haven't sworn yet. So when I do stutter or I do stop, I'm trying not to swear.
Okay.
So if I pause,
Okay.
think in your head what I would have said after the first podcast. Okay?
Okay.
So anyways, are we there?
Okay,
Okay.
we're
Anyways,
there.
we're done there.
Okay.
So let's get to the first topic.
Now, before the topic,
Okay.
right? Anybody that has anything to say, whatsoever, shape, or form, right? Anybody that has anything, any topic they want us to discuss, and mind you now that the topic is political incorrectness. Correct? So you could ask anything, we're going to discuss it. I don't care what it is, right?
Yeah.
I don't care, period, what it is. So the first topic is what?
This whole blockades on the rail.
Okay.
All right? The pipeline blockage.
Mm-hmm.
If you live in a van down by the river, and Cliff Spears. Before I got to call some people out because I can see it on my phone.
Okay.
Cliff.
What's Cliff saying?
Cliff, relax, okay? You live a sheltered life. You live in a van down by the river, and not by Dalewood because that's where Pete Brown runs around every day and takes pictures.
What's Cliff saying?
He's puke emojis.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Okay.
So the blockade stuff about the blockages for the pipeline.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say my opinion on it, and again, this is a form of entertainment, people. This the real talks, okay? So it's entertainment. Take it out and take a little bit of piece of it. If it offends you, that's like you stepping in a piece of dog poo intentionally, okay? So.
Okay.
85% of the native people are in agreement of the pipeline coming across Canada.
Okay, so the native people agree.
Yes.
Okay.
They went to their people. They
Yeah.
talked to them. It's all about money. If you don't realize this whole pipeline's about money. Everywhere that pipeline touches across a province, someone's getting something out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Again, this is my opinion. So, that being said,
Yeah.
these whole blockages of roads, bridges, rail lines is rubbish. And here's my point of view. When you have an agreement with the native people,
Mm-hmm.
with the collecting around people, and it's over 50% approved, and these people, whatever people they are blocking men and women of all races to go to work, to run a business, all that stuff. Where's the rule of law?
Mm-hmm.
Where is the rule of law? They have the right to build this. You are impeding highway traffics, bridges, rail lines. So I got to say this, and I'm trying not to swear. And so far, Malachi, I'm
doing
100%.
pretty good.
That's why I'm a little slow. Here's my point. I look on the news like everyone else and see these people with these blockades.
Mm-hmm.
They're wearing masks. They won't show their face. I've seen several outlets, TV, British Columbia. You know what? CNN don't even cover it.
Mm-hmm.
You sheep that watch that. But there's very few Native people protesting. And I'm not picking on Native people.
Okay.
They're talking about the pipeline. What if I dug a pipeline and put it to your house? We have natural gas on every house. That's a pipeline. Okay, let's get that straight. We have a pipeline of poo and pee that come from our house. That's a pipeline that takes it down to a central station to get whatever they do down there at the water station. This is a pipeline oil that we can produce oil in our country and ship it out.
Okay.
Why ship it in? But here's my point.
Okay.
I keep saying here's my
What's
point.
the point?
Point is, where is the rule of law? LAW. They're stopping all businesses, all this rubbish.
Mm-hmm. So,
Where's the rule of law? If I run a tin shop, a cop, a police officer,
yeah.
pulls me over,
Okay.
the law, knocks on the window, put the window down. I don't. I leave it up. He knocks on the window again. I don't put my window down.
Okay.
I know I have dark tint. I'm going to stay in my car
And protest.
and protest. Holy, I'm trying not to swear right now. That'll never happen.
No.
Are you kidding me? The rule of law. We have things in place to make things happen, but they'll break my window. They'll come to work, and this is true story, arrest me for something. But these people are allowed to do whatever they want and affect thousands.
Okay.
Thousands of people. So where's the rule of law? That's my point.
Okay. Well, you know what? My point of view. I tell you what my point of view. First, I'm not a big fan of protests, right? Because I don't even think they work. Tell you the truth, I don't think they work. I also believe that if you are going to protest, you should protest only. The protest should only affect the people that you're going after. Now, if you're trying to protest your cause, but at the same time disregarding innocent individuals, for example, going to work. If you're blocking somebody from going to work, you're preventing them from making a living for their
You're
family.
not getting support from them people.
That's messed up. I think that's messed up, you know? So, but at the same time, we live in a country where all we can do is protest.
If we had my boy John Trump,
Who?
John Rambo,
Okay.
John Trump, you go to the States,
Yeah.
what happens when the cop says stop, freeze,
You're gonna get shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just post something on my Facebook over there in another country, a train, when they're protesting, they run the stuff over.
Mm-hmm.
We, and this is my opinion only, you libtards out there, you get offended, look, open your eyes, people. The Native people are even being more sensible than the white folks on this one. And chiefs are talking about, take down the barricades. There's reason, we can talk.
Okay, so hold on a second. You're telling me here, technically, the Native people are supposed to be the ones. The Native people are in agreement. 80%.
Yes, they want the they've negotiated. Okay, I'm not going to say I want.
You know what?
Okay, again, I'm not politically correct.
Anybody Native here wants to give their opinion if they're in agreement or something. But anyway, so you're saying 80% Natives are in agreement.
Yeah.
Okay.
The pipeline brings money to everybody. This is all about money, and money is doing the protesting.
Money's done. So you think the protests are
Hey, listen,
planted?
Everything's tainted in some way, man. The pipeline is money.
Yes, it is.
I've already seen pictures online about where the pipeline is, and it's a forest area in a big line. It ain't going through someone's backyard, right?
Okay.
It's not going to someone's burial site. It's not going there.
Mm-hmm.
This is all hogwash.
It's orchestrated.
You're stopping thousands of people. Canada can make money. And you know who I give a lot of praise to?
Who?
And this again, everyone's got to remember in this podcast,
Yeah.
I got an opinion. Malachi Malay's got his own opinion.
Okay.
So don't staple each other together, because he didn't want Trump, and whenever I'm here doing mine, he doing his thing.
No, whatever comes out of your
people
mouth is buzz.
The people from Alberta,
Yes.
we can learn something in Canada from them because they stand up. Again, I almost want to swear.
Mm-hmm.
Screw the carbon tax. They're standing up. You know what I mean? They make so much money in that province. Why does everyone screw off from Ontario and go west? Because there's big money jobs, because there's big money, there's big wealth. Then all of a sudden they come back, right? It's a hit and miss. They come back and forth. I remember in high school, guys going, I'm going out west to make money. Now they're coming back here.
Yeah.
This whole distribution, they distribute the wealth, you know what I mean?
Distribution of the wealth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alberta should be able to keep their money. And if they want to separate, I agree. And Quebec, I hope they can't. I can't wait for those people to separate. They've wanted to do it for years. Let them go.
Let them go.
I don't want to, that's a separate topic. But the protests, the rule of law, that's my point. You can go and fight it on Facebook. They can put anybody up. They're warranted for arrest.
Yeah.
Right? They'll put a warrant for arrest. Everyone looks at it and goes, oh my God, I went to school with that guy. That's such a crime. We got to find that one person. But there's people doing stuff that's totally illegal.
Yeah.
Getting all the social media attention. The rule of law is thrown right out.
Well, you know what?
And then they got an injunction to clear it up, but they don't enforce it. So what's with the damage of the properties? And I'm going to trust me, protesters don't clean up their own stuff. So that's my point on that. And you guys in the world can...
So we'll check it out. So people, you're right. Somebody's here saying people could be protesting to be saving the trees, so maybe.
Yeah. You know what? You know what I say to that? I understand save the trees, okay? Has anybody really looked on the rest of the world where you've seen garbage being down in Haiti? There's garbage trucks dumping right into the oceans of garbage. So, hey, to the person that wants to save a tree, we're doing 4.5 cents in carbon tax. We're saving the world in Canada. We're not. Where does most of the CO2 come from in the world? Not from North America. So are we supposed to govern the whole world? Just tax our people that are living we're in Canada, we're free and proud. We're in Canada and we can do a flyby the left turn race of the year, NASCAR.
Okay.
You know what I mean? The NASCAR lovers, big left turn all day. Trump does a flyby, oh my God, redneck nation's gone through the roof, right? You know what I mean? I like Trump, but also I know he's playing to the redneck.
Okay.
And am I offending the rednecks in St. Thomas? I don't care. I still love Trump. But way to go. Right? I can go on and that.
Okay, well, I guess it comes down to...
But anyways,
well, check it out. You know, Kelly's here saying that you have no clue what the heck is going on, Buzz, because she's saying these are the First Nations people. You don't even understand what is happening.
Okay, so I don't know what's going on?
Well, yeah.
I can't even say the Shawinigan, or I can't even say I don't want to disrespect the native land. I was just reading it before I come in. So you're telling me, whoever Kelly is, you show me what I've been watching. There's an injunction and the chiefs are talking about clear it up and go. So she has her opinion. I'm not going to downplay it. Again, if that fires her up, remember, what's the show topic? Politically incorrect.
Okay.
My opinion. If it sparks her, fine. Go save the world, Kelly. Right?
Okay, well, Kelly, here it is. So, what's there's another comment right there.
I can't
read
see
that
far.
The comment is, we're the best country on the planet. Yes, but we're not here to criticize other countries. You know, we're pretty much...
I know, but so tax us to
we're pretty
death.
much here to preserve the country.
Yeah, we're preserving North America.
Yeah.
But what about the rest of the world? So whatever we do, the oceans are still going to puke on our beaches what the other nations do.
Okay, Kelly, you heated up, Kelly. So that's all dope. You know, we gotta bring you here, man. As long as you don't try to knock nobody out, though, Kelly.
I won't be.
I know you're heated up. So we're gonna switch up topics, right?
Yeah.
So
let's get back to St. Thomas.
I guess what you're trying to say here, right? Check it out. I think what you're trying to say is the people protesting. Not you know, correct me if I'm wrong. The people protesting are breaking the rights of other people that are now protesting.
They're disrespecting laws.
Okay.
Okay, we have laws. Laws are the land. Laws keep people in line. Laws keep criminals in line. Laws keep criminals in jail.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So when they go through all these native lands and they talk to them and say it's okay, we have people. I'm going to give you an example. As soon as Trump got elected by the American people, won it, there was huge protests.
Okay.
You don't think part of that was paid? You don't think? You know what?
What do you mean?
I mean, like, listen, when the Women's March, and I'm not against women, I can go to another march. The Black Lives Matter, when they rip up the states down there, when they say they don't like something, when someone gets shot, again, this is a protest point. Please, people, listen.
Okay.
When a police officer says to another individual, stop, stop, or we're going to shoot, stop. What do we do in Canada? You flip and stop and listen to the cop.
Okay.
Down there, they don't know what they're pulling out. They shoot them, pop, pop, pop. Next thing you know, you got a whole state getting ripped up by Black Lives Matter.
But
that's a protest. That's a form of protest.
That's a totally different scenario.
But it's a form of protest.
Okay.
So this is a form of protest against a pipeline. No one got killed.
But that's the difference.
A tree got killed.
That's the difference.
A tree gets killed every day for a piece of paper.
Okay.
If you want to make a note or go to print on your computer, a tree gets killed.
Okay, so
something gets killed every day. Do we
what
protest
you're saying
over
with
it?
the Black Lives Matter, people are dying, so therefore that protest is what? It's justified.
White people die too. Do you see White Matter get in there and rip up a state?
Well,
I'm not picking on anybody. I'm giving examples. I could talk Latinos. I could talk Mexicans. I don't care. I'm not racist.
Correct.
But do you see White Lives Matter rip up a state?
No, I don't.
No, okay, so we're getting off topic here. But Kelly, good points. Thank you. Thanks for your view. If you want your own show, run it. And politically incorrect. Anyways, let's shift gears.
Okay.
That gets me fired up.
Okay, I'm gonna shift gears right now. But just to end it off, right? To pretty much end it off, right? It's totally different when you're talking about race wars, hate wars. When you're talking about people dying for just being a particular color or ethnicity, that's completely different. You know what I mean? That's definitely completely
It's still
different.
a protest.
It's definitely a protest, but what I'm saying is that it's completely different when you're dealing with people pretty much getting shot or killed just because of their color. You know what I mean? Blacks
and whites, Mexicans, everyone gets shot. When a police officer says stop, freeze, don't run, and you run, how many times do you see in Canada? But you got to ask yourself this. We're going real south here.
Cool. When a police.
How many times do you see people shot in Canada from a cop?
From a cop? I don't know the numbers of that.
There you go, because we respect the rule of law. I brought you right back to it.
Not necessarily true.
Boom! I brought you right back.
Not necessarily
rule
true,
of law.
because I tell you what the difference is, right? In the U.S., you still have nations. You still got areas of cities where it's extremely racist. The reason why people are running is because they're gonna get shot regardless. You know what I mean? So that's totally different. Like when you're walking through a neighborhood and you see a cop, and you know without a shadow of a doubt,
he knows he's guilty.
No, I'm saying he knows his guilt. You don't think he's scared he's gonna be shot?
Every time I watch Live PD, and I went out, my girlfriend got this stick where you can watch any channel you want, and I watch Live PD.
Okay.
I'm not picking on any color, but you get on there, and who starts running first against the cops? Because they know they got a warrant.
So you're thinking.
It's gross.
So what you're saying? Hold on. What you're saying is that everybody that runs from the cops in the U.S. is guilty.
Anybody is. Anybody, doesn't matter where they are. You run from a cop, you already know you're guilty of something. Plain and simple. Don't even try to respect their side.
See, Buzz. See, this is. Have you ever had any friends that got shot for doing nothing by cops?
No, because we respect police officers.
Now, mind you, Canada's a little bit different, right? We're talking the U.S. right
now,
because
I don't have people that think they can be above the law.
No, but what I'm trying to say is that I got a lot of friends in the States, and I know a lot of.
So you got a bunch of people shot up?
Absolutely.
You got some bad friends.
No, they have never done anything. Period.
Right.
See, one thing you have to understand, Buzz, is what happens is that people live a certain lifestyle, right? And we're privileged to live in Canada because half of the stuff, 90% of the stuff that happens in the U.S. doesn't happen in Canada, right? So therefore, unless we have experienced it, it's kind of hard to put ourselves in that predicament, right? So I do have friends that got shot, that got murdered by police. And now I'm not saying that majority of police is good, but what I am saying is that there are those dudes in the force that grew up with racial tension, that grew up with hate, that grew up with just not liking you because of who you are, right? Now you give those dudes a gun. Now mind you, now it's probably 1%, not even, it's probably a 0.5% of the whole force. And what I am saying is that sometimes, majority of the time, that 0.5%, that 0.5% speaks for the whole force, right? And that is not right. That's not right.
I get it.
That's not right,
It's like
right?
any workforce. You think
Correct.
everyone's going to be right?
Correct. That's not right. But what I'm saying is that I do have friends that got shot and got murdered for no reason whatsoever, shape,
Well,
or
I'm
form
sorry to
besides
hear
their
that.
complexion, right?
Now let's get I'm getting heat here. Let's get back to St. Thomas.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
No,
here it is. City Council has said we have a climate crisis in St. Thomas.
Yeah.
Everyone to the basement right now. It's coming, Armageddon.
Now, what does that mean?
Okay. No, here it is. Okay, listen, let's throw this out. I'm sorry, my followers, we were a little ranty on that. Good points, Malachi.
Okay.
And sorry, Kelly, cards in the mail. Not. Anyways, climate crisis. So here's my view on it. Again, everyone's got to remember politically incorrect, right? So whenever you people get upset, what's our heading? Politically incorrect.
Politically incorrect.
So if you get upset what I say, look in the mirror and slap your own self.
Correct.
So, here we go. So, run to the basements. You need bread and milk. Climate crisis in St. Thomas. Woo! Holy climate crisis.
I still do not know what that means.
Okay, me either.
What does it mean?
I have no effing clue. There's my effing. Is that swearing? No.
No, you can get away with
I
that.
still haven't sworn. It's like a small victory for me. So, here's my view on it. I haven't pried in it too much. Here's my view. So, Trudum has got us a carbon tax. A few provinces have woke and said, we don't want carbon tax, and we should all jump on that train. So, there's a guy that wants to come on our show, the Big M in town. I'm not going to say names. The Big M.
Okay.
So he's eventually going to explain this. So I'm going to give some food for fodder, or whatever, don't wordsmith me. So, if we declare a climate crisis in St. Thomas, does that end up more effing taxes? Because everything comes into the Canadian way. Hey, I like hockey, eh? I need a Tim Hortons, eh? And we got to raise taxes, eh? Because everyone needs a sidewalk and a light standard. So now we got climate crisis. What are we going to do? You know what kind of crisis we have? We have a drug problem, a needle problem, and a homeless and mental illness problem. So, the climate crisis, are we piggybacking the rest of the municipalities that said they have a climate crisis so they can get a piece of the pie of the carbon tax?
Hey, you know what? I have no...
That's what I'm asking. I want Big Joe Preston, when he comes on here, and I got a lot of respect, Joe Preston. Thanks for the shout out, too. I mean that, mad respect. After the first podcast of me throwing bombs around, he still gave us a shout out. I have respect for Joe Preston.
Joe's the man.
I have respect to hear his view, and we're going to have him. But climate crisis.
I have no clue what the heck that means still. So until we figure out, if anybody knows what that means, right, then we could talk about it.
I can't wait, and we're going to hear about it.
So next topic.
Yes.
Dwayne Wade. Okay. Now hold on 1 second here. Dwayne Wade, right? Now, Kelly's still going. Kelly, we're gonna bring you on, man. But anyways, Dwayne Wade.
Yes.
Okay. It was reported that his son is transgender, right? And his son's 12 years old.
12?
12 years old. Okay. 12 years old. Apparently, what's happening is that he's contemplating having surgery on his transgender child.
Is he trans confused? Like his father? Like, here's... Christ, I'll probably pee off Kelly Moore on this one, or whoever. Who's next in line to get offended? Jump in. Here we go. When you have a child that's confused, under the age of the voting age, under the age of holding a license, under the age to be married, under the age to be consensually sexual, you have no right. The parents, my opinion, have the guardian right to guide you in the right direction. So, if you feel confused at 2 years old, your parents are confused. At 2 years old, I don't remember much. And I can speak for most people. But he's going to alter him or her. He's got too much money. And who's he playing to? Like, he's probably going to find some doctor that's going to give him half-price surgery because it's all about money. Everything is the root of money. And I remember you telling me when we were doing a haircut, and I thought right away, the root, money is the root of everything. So, do you think transgender operations are cheap? There's no OHIP in the States, right? I don't think OHIP would ever do it here. But that you have to have the kids to figure out, and I've watched stats and that most children that are confused about their sexuality, over half of them will grow out of it. There is some stats on it, and I'm not going to puke all that stuff out, but I think right now, if you're under the age of everything in Canada you can have a license for, except e-bikes and e-scooters, and we're going to go there. But if everything else you need a license for, you need a marriage license, you need everything else, and all of a sudden you got a kid that hasn't even been sexually active, doesn't know what they like or what they want or what they want to touch or all that kind of stuff, my opinion, again, if it offends you, just tune off. I think that's just too much money with, what's his name, Wade?
Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade. You know what I mean?
You know what? We got Janet. Amen to that. The doctor will get huge publicity. That's
what it is.
Coming back to money again, right? The whole world revolves around money, right? But well, my personal belief on that is that, you know what, if you're going to be an adult, whether it be 18, 19, whatever age, you know, that state considers an adult, that's your decision. You know what I mean? That's your decision.
If you make that decision, you got to live with it.
It's completely irresponsible for a parent to make that kind of decision that's long-term, that's forever for a 12-year-old child, right?
There's people out there that done it, that regret it.
That could be a possibility. You could turn 19 years old and change your mind, you know? So, but now, since it's permanent, what can you do if how would you feel as a parent? How would you feel as a parent knowing that you made that final decision for your 12-year-old child, and that decision cannot be reversed, right? Now, that's
sickening.
Yeah.
It makes me puke. Now, here's my opinion. I have a child, and my child comes to me and says, "Daddy, I don't feel like a boy." You know what, son? Well, I'll tell you about the birds and bees when your body's ready to be birds and bees.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just my opinion. I think it's a very sensitive subject. I'll flare somebody up over it. But we're talking about millionaires again, right?
Yeah.
Remember, we're talking about millionaires, publicity, money. It's always, you know what's bad with society is that we look up to millionaires that have everything given to them. They're genetically beasts. A basketball player. Have you ever met a basketball player in real life?
Of course.
They're genetic freaks. They're like this. Holy heaven.
Okay.
And when I see how big they are, dunking is no big deal. When you're that big, a dunk doesn't impress me no more.
Okay.
Right? You're that big and skinny because you didn't make football. That's what I think. You can't take a hit. You got weak ankles. You got weak legs. But you know what I mean?
You're crazy, man.
But no, that's what I think because I'm a sports guy. A guy that plays basketball that dunks, that doesn't mean beans to me. But now we're talking about a millionaire again.
Okay.
It's always about someone that's got a ton of money that wants to make a social statement, and that's it. That's my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. We got right here, you know.
Hey, Nick.
Letitia saying, you know, kids cannot consent to something like that, right?
No.
You can't consent like that. And you as a parent.
Let's worry about being hygienic that way. We're worried about reversing stuff. Mother Nature. He wanted to be cross-gendered, right? They want to change the sexuality. How about Mother Nature? If you believe in a higher power, and I'm not making fun of any religion, if you believe in a higher power, that's Mother Nature that came out of Mom, and that's the gender. If you got Big Jim and the twins, or you got the oyster, that's what you got. And let that person that was born make their own decisions. That's it. Plain and simple. Because we can go into the transgender sports next, right? That ain't fair. How about I let my son go play with Panther hockey? He goes from 30 points to 100 points. What's fair about that?
Okay, well,
it ain't.
Okay. Well, you know, at the end of the day, I guess, at the end of the day, your decision is allow that individual to make that decision themselves.
It's their decision when they're of age, but when you're a parent, you're parenting, you're taking care of them, you take care of them, and whatever is happy for them, let them be happy. But if they want to go to that next step, and that's my point, go to the next step and change their functions and take drugs to suppress certain things, who pays for it again? Remember, someone's got to pay for this. So if the parents want to pay for it, you got to live with that decision when your child says, I screwed up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Daddy, Mommy. I thought that's what I wanted. Because you remember, and here's my point, and here's another good point. I can remember being 15, 14, 13, and I thought this is what I want to do in my life. I want to do this, Daddy, Mommy. I'm 46, and I think polar opposite.
Okay.
Right? I thought this is what I want to do in life, and this is what I want to be, and all of a sudden, bam!
You know what? At the end of the day,
it changes.
At the end of the day, my stance once again is, hey, you could do whatever you want to do, but let you choose. Let the person choose for themselves once they become of age.
That's right. I agree. Can we agree on one thing though so far? Is that one agreement?
I think that's.
Can I bring my Trump flag back?
Sure, whatever.
I just
so whatever. But anyways, okay, the next topic.
All right.
Okay, here's kids and parents. Okay, so kids and parents, you got a lot of you worked up a whole lot. Kelly's still going hard, but you know I love you, Kelly. You should come by. Anyways, here's the next topic, right? The next topic is parents that don't want to parent, that allow.
I like this one. Go ahead.
Parents that do not want to parent, that allow.
And you see this in St. Thomas?
I see it everywhere.
Okay, I like this.
I see it everywhere. That allow their children to run the household. I'll give you an example, right? Okay, so hold on. Leticia, you're saying first episode you called him an outsider? What does that mean?
Who's an outsider?
Who'd you call an outsider?
Yeah, you came from out of country. Outsider. Is that
oh,
racist?
She's saying you're racist against me.
No, you came from outside our country. Is that racist? like these people are. You got so many bubble wraps on your friend list. That's fine.
Hey,
you're an outsider that came to St. Thomas to put us on the map. And I congratulate you on it.
You know what, Buzz?
I congratulate you on it. You're an outsider from our town. You're not a hometown boy.
You know what? Okay,
yeah.
Who? Leticia? Nah. Okay, wait. I think you misread the first context, right? When he said I was an outsider, he was just saying I wasn't born in St. Thomas, I guess, like most people, right? So when he said an outsider, he wasn't referring to outsider. You know what I mean?
I'm going to have my group of friends that support me, and you're going to have your friends that support you.
It was an hour.
This is great, because this is what we do.
Correct.
Politically incorrect people. But again, your friends are finding out, hey, there's a big pile of poop in front of me. I'm going to step in it and I'm going to get offended.
Hey, listen, man. Hey.
My guys run right through it and go, you know what?
Hey,
that's nothing.
These people got their own opinion, just like you.
That's
right?
perfect. And so, you know what? I'm thick-skinned. Keep throwing them at me.
Yeah, you gotta let it be. Well, Missy has a great point. Like, nobody's really like, everybody's an outsider
Yeah.
besides the natives.
I don't want to say no more because I'm racist. I'm kidding. Like Christ,
No,
I got a
seriously.
thick
No,
skin.
on a serious note,
Yeah.
everybody in this country is an outsider.
We're all immigrants.
Is an
The thing is, I talked about rule of law, right? We started the show. Then we talked about climate crisis.
Mm-hmm.
Then you talked about Dwayne Wade about spending money on his kid. So let's get back on topic here. If she's upset or he's upset,
Yeah.
that's their problem.
I don't think that.
I didn't do this podcast for your friends
Yeah.
or my friends.
Yeah.
You and I collectively said, let's do something to have some fun and ruffle some feathers. Correct? There's
Let's do
the
it.
premise.
Yeah,
That's where we started.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, these people here can shoot their mouth off and say, you know what? That's the weakest statement that anybody can say.
Okay. What?
Any color they are, anywhere they're from, any outsider, you people, right? You know what I mean? So take it as it is and go with it. If you don't like it, tune off. If I don't like something on TV, do I sit there and I'm going to email CNN or whatever channel I'm watching? I don't like what you're doing. No, you turn the channel.
Okay.
Anyways, so let's get next point.
Next topic. Okay, just to cover that, right?
Yeah.
Buzz, you're my friend.
Yep.
I know you for a while. You're not a racist.
No.
You're not a racist. But I do say that, you love to speak your mind.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times when people speak their mind, the first thing is thrown at them is that you're a racist. Because sometimes, and I'm only saying this only because I know you, right? And me and you, we do a lot of things together and all that kind of stuff. So I like to say that, right? But, sometimes you sound like a racist, but
That's fine.
because you speak your mind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I said it before in the beginning of the podcast, right? That I don't care what people say. Like, if you stand your ground, regardless what your opinion is, I have respect for that person. Whether it's wrong or right, I have respect for that. I don't have respect for somebody that feels a certain way or feels something or hates something and they just, smile in your face and don't say nothing about it, right?
Well, you know what? These are people that haven't even met me. They're taking a couple excerpts from me.
I find that now in today's society, right? I find that right now in today's society, people do not understand, right?
Yeah.
People do not understand that everything they do has a repercussion. Meaning to say that they want to go and say whatever they want to say, do whatever they want to say, and don't realize there's a repercussion.
There's repercussion
and there's a
for everything.
consequence for everything.
Yeah, what we're doing right now, your friends are having repercussions on me. It's like everything we do. If I don't wipe my butt right, it's a repercussion down the road because I'm going to be itchy.
Okay, Jan is saying what? That doesn't happen often as women stand their own.
St. T water tastes pretty good. But we got a climate crisis,
Now,
right? We got a climate crisis,
Okay.
but we got St. T water that tastes damn good.
It's spring
Hold on.
water, by the way.
Huh?
It's spring water.
But don't matter. We got let's get back to the St. T got climate crisis, but this is damn good water.
It's amazing water, man. It's amazing water.
So listen,
Janet is saying,
You're
hold
not
on,
gonna
no, you got a fan base here.
Yeah,
Janet is saying,
you're not-
Buzz, you're awesome.
yeah, okay, that's fine. I'm not here for the fan base. I'm not here for likes. We're here because you and I had a brainchild to talk about issues.
Yeah.
So e-scooters and e-bikes, but we're gonna go e-scooters. Now they said in Ontario you can have e-scooters. So I'm gonna touch base on my last podcast down in Kansas City. We walking around downtown Kansas City,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just parked all over. They're parked all over the downtown core. And I'm going like, holy shikes.
Yeah.
You got to take your car and go. So there's no helmet, no nothing down there, and you can let it fly. So we're going to have e-scooters here in St. Thomas, and they're going to have to be of law. Do you realize the insurance companies have already raised their rates because they can see the carnage
Okay.
that's going to happen?
Okay.
We already have people that are distracted driving, drunk driving, toke and fly driving, smoke and fly, whatever that analogy is.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get on St. T water though. And I'm not even getting paid yet. Maybe I get paid to do this. But anyways, e-scooters. So you know who this is going to tax?
Who?
The taxpayer. Because we're going to run them down in our four-wheeler. Our four-wheeler is a car. If you don't know what a four-wheeler is, you never driven a big rig. The four-wheelers don't respect anything else. A four-wheeler kills more than anything on the roads.
Yes, correct.
And I might be racist now. Everyone drives a four-wheeler. So you got some people weaving in and out with an e-scooter without a DOT helmet because they don't even police the e-bikes because they're free to run rampant.
So how fast are those e-bikes supposed to go?
It don't matter. They think they own the road when they get on it because there's no respect.
Okay.
So, the e-scooter.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to tax is tax the taxpayer because we're going to run them over or, indirectly run them over. They got to go to the healthcare system. Who pays for that? Taxpayer. Who pays for the police to write the report?
Mm-hmm.
The taxpayer. Then who gets screwed over at the end of the year because you know what? There's going to be a big injury toll. Maybe like one of these. Instead of having stick people in the back of your cars, people have e-scooters and e-bikes that you take over and put little stick people saying, there's another one. It used to be funny when you take a raccoon or a squirrel down or hit a dog by an accident. We are going to injure our own kind.
Yeah.
Because we got dog parks. Why don't you have an e-scooter park?
So what are you saying? E-scooters should have
They're
the
going to be all
same...
over our roads.
So you're saying they should have the same rules as a regular motorcycle?
I know. I think this is a bad idea. I truly think it's a bad idea.
So what's the conclusion? Should they have...
We already are distracted as...
So what's the conclusion?
The conclusion is, I think it's a bad idea. It's going to tax the taxpayer. Our insurance is going to go up every blessed year with all these extracurricular vehicles being on our roads that aren't licensed, aren't insured, and not properly. But the thing is, everyone wants... I see these things. Everyone wants a low-income transportation. I'm going to offend somebody on this.
Yeah.
E-bikes and e-scooters are for people that don't want the responsibility to hold a license.
Okay.
Now, and this is really going to get someone upset. My opinion only. Remember the whole premise of this show. People in my life that I know that don't hold a simple G license.
Have an e-scooter?
No, here it is. And I'm going to get back to it.
Okay.
So follow me.
Okay, I'm following you.
This isn't about a chick trying to get a guy to do something. That was a long one. A person that doesn't hold a G license after they can have one at 16 doesn't want responsibility. A license holds responsibility. Responsibility to drive, not impaired. Responsibility to pay bills, responsibility to put gas in it, responsibility of people in the vehicle. Have you ever been on a recreational vehicle where you didn't have to have a license? You don't have much respect and you get injured. I've seen it. I've done it. Hey, there's my buddy's dirt bike over there. I'm going to jump on it and I'm going to show you how to do a burnout. I got hurt.
And impaired. Wow. Okay.
So that's a guy that, again, doesn't respect holding a G license.
Great points.
Right? It comes right back to that. So
Great
again,
points.
it comes
Great
right
points.
back to the soccer, right?
Okay.
Kid's unruly.
Yeah.
Then the parents come over. Hey, why is my kid not playing? Because he's a POS. And look at you, because you're coming over here. If you want to play fair play soccer, go play fair play soccer. Soccer's garbage anyways. But that's my point, my opinion. But if
Okay, well, hold on. Okay, Hannah is saying that, not everybody could afford, to drive and pay for a car, right? So one of
that's
the
fine.
options...
Okay. Good point. Okay, it's not about what my opinion is. Okay, so... Okay, anything that you have to drive on the roads, you go through a license and some kind of process, and you got to hold on here. That's a red sign. It says STOP. Oh, that's stop. I got that one right. We got a road division here. I got to get that one right to get my license. So we just give these people here. Hey, I don't want my license because I got anxiety problems or a whole host of crap because everyone's got a bubble wrap problem. Here's an e-bike. He's never known the rules of the road. Then we run him through a course.
Okay.
Respect what the right of way is on the streets.
Yeah.
What a stop sign is.
Yeah.
How many times do you see a person on an e-bike and a pedal bike run a stop sign? If I do, boom, there's the cherries behind me. It's a popo. You see what I'm saying?
Correct.
Rule of law.
Correct.
Respect. My common themes through the whole thing on
You
this
know
whole
what?
show.
I think we actually.
Yeah.
That's the second time we agree, right?
I wish this was vodka, but I don't. Can we bring out St. Thomas vodka? I don't drink.
Oh, well, okay. Kelly has a great point, man. We need to decide which laws these e-bikes are supposed to be under. You know,
They're jacking our insurance.
Is it the
bottom line.
bicycle law or is it the motorcycle law? They should be a motorcycle law.
Hey, I
That's
have
what you're saying.
1100cc 1994 Honda Davidson.
Yeah,
It's over $200 a month. I have an AZ license.
yeah.
No infractions on my CVOR. I had a minor accident back in the day, and I'm $200 a month.
You know what? Hey, you got a lot of love now, man.
Popo love the buzz, man.
I think you won him over, Buzz.
No, I'm not winning nobody over. Sooner or later, you're going to realize
The next
that
topic.
I'm not a harmful guy.
You're not. You just talk like you're
Why
crazy.
do you have me on the show, Malachi? Because I'm outspoken.
Because you're outspoken.
Yeah.
And you speak your mind.
There you go.
That's a plain
Yeah.
fact.
I got
Outspoken.
496 friends. You got 5,000.
Yeah.
You appease the masses. I appease
What
nobody.
you talking about, man? I
No,
don't appease
again.
nobody, man.
You have a lot of friends.
That don't mean I appease people.
No, well,
Okay.
I get 10 friendship requests a day, and you know what I do with them all? Delete, because
Hey.
I don't know who you are.
Hey, you know what?
You only get 5,000 because you're doing something. And you're doing something right. I don't know what it is.
It's the water, man.
This is actually pretty good. If I blow this much air, I need a lot of water. This is good stuff. How much is this a bottle? And I'm not plugging
It's
it.
$5.
$5, make
$5
you
a bottle.
holla. That's pretty good.
Well, okay. The small comments here. They're saying people that have e-bikes
Yeah.
can't get a license. Is that true?
So why are they on our roads?
well, no. That's what.
If I don't have a license,
That's not, hold on. That's
yeah.
not the. That's what some people are saying.
Okay.
Some people, that majority have an e-bike is because they cannot get a license or have lost their license. Is that true?
I don't know. Again,
I don't know.
Again, that's another wacky law. Hey, listen, if you lost your license because of tickets, now they can take your license if you don't give child support, of everything, right? So hey,
So hold on. Why? Keep on going.
so
sorry.
if I don't pay my child support,
Yeah.
they'll take your license. So that means I just jump on an e-scooter and it comes back to responsibility again,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
If you don't pay child support, you don't pay insurance, and you can't afford a license, it's called responsibility. But the easy way out is on an e-bike.
Okay. Well,
Are we coming back to the full circle here?
hey, Sean is saying speak your mind because Hannah was saying that not everybody could afford a vehicle, right? So let me test that theory.
Okay.
How much is an average, good, nice, brand new e-bike?
Oh, I wish I could swear right now. Who gives a flippin' crap?
No. Hold on. How much? I don't know.
I don't know. You know what? I should.
But I see. I
if
met
I
a
get an
dude.
e-bike, I
Yeah.
break the internet. I'm going to tell you right now. If me and my boss get
Yeah.
an e-bike, we break the internet. Because I've said this before.
Yeah.
And I've said it 100 times. I want everyone at home.
Yeah.
And all your friends too.
Yeah.
Every time you see an e-bike,
Yeah.
there's three things I want you to tell me. Is that a DOT helmet? Is it barely on their head?
Okay. Well,
Second of all,
Yeah.
is that a cigarette hanging out of their mouth?
Yeah.
Res or normal cigarette?
Yeah.
And third of all, why is there always a tray of Tim Hortons
okay.
sitting down? So there's one infraction. I can't even say the word. You got me all fired up here.
Okay.
I'm trying not to swear. One infraction.
Yeah.
Taxes paid on the smoke or not.
Yeah.
And they got a tray of Tim Hortons. Is that the standard on an e-bike? This is St. Thomas again. Now, everyone, please, not right now, but
Okay.
there is cuckoos around there with snow on the roads riding e-bikes.
Yeah.
But come good weather, we're mid-20s. I want, if we're still doing this and we're still friends and your friends don't come over and burn my house down the way they're talking over there, and I'm kidding, by the way, I want to poll and say, how many people do you see, because they're holding it in their feet?
Yeah.
Is that not Distracted driving?
That's definitely
But
distracted
again,
driving.
we all worry about the four-wheelers, about their responsibility of holding the big ticket. We have a license, but we all put the onus on the insurance-paying people.
Okay.
The insurance-paying people's going to pay your health care.
Okay.
Because we're going to run them over.
Hey.
And I don't want to run them over. I got an 88 Lincoln Town Car. I won't even feel them.
Okay. Well, check this out.
It'd be like this. Did you? Hey, what was that? Nothing, Buzz. Don't worry about it. Then I got red on my white walls.
You know what? I got some numbers here, Buzz. Okay. Emily, and hold on one second here. Let me see these numbers.
Hey, my B-Rad says, if you're a suspended driver, you are not allowed to have an e-bike by law.
Emily's talking about e-bike is pretty much the same cost as a beater car. And hold on one second. For a good e-bike, you know, it's $2,500 to $4,000. That is.
You gotta be absolutely loony to spend that much money on an e-bike.
So that would mean your theory.
They don't want to pay insurance. You see it?
That would mean your theory is correct. Whether they don't want to pay insurance or they can't get a license.
Oh, I'm gonna have to see my doctor for some more blood pressure, man.
You might be right, Buzz.
I'm not right, but it drives me absolutely squirrely.
So all you need is a bicycle helmet for an e-bike.
Yeah. You might as well put them in a cage.
Wow.
Anyways, it's my opinion. Remember the basis of the show, people. Politically incorrect, just my opinion. If I spark a conversation, again, Malachi's had some messages from the big man, Joe Preston, and guess what? When we get Joe on here, Joe can tell us who's going to police this and who's going to take them to the ambulance to the health care, our health care that's still free. After we mow them down, and us insurance payers, when the cops come and say, okay, did he come out between those two cars? Yes, he did, sir. And what happened? He's in my lane of traffic. Boom. So then that goes to court systems, and we're going to find out the guy that has a house or pays rent like they do, but he pays insurance and pays decals for stickers for his license and pays to renew his license. Who gets the big ticket on this? I'm gonna goddamn guarantee you it's the person with the responsibility that's the law-abiding citizen. And not saying the e-biker's not law-abiding citizen, but watch how they go around town.
I'm gonna watch from now on because I met a dude.
They got trailers on them, three-wheelers.
I met a dude, right?
They got covers on them.
I met a dude, and the dude was like, I thought it was a motorcycle because this thing looked amazing, right? So I said, yo, dude, like, I never seen this kind of motorcycle before. What is it, right? The dude tells me it's an e-bike. I said, how much is that? You know what he told me?
What?
He told me $6,000. So my brain was like, you paid $6,000 for an e-bike? You could have bought a car, right? So
yeah, but that's the initial investment. But you know what the problem is, and I get it, and I get it. That's the initial investment. So, and I get it. And when I was 16 years old, my first car was a Fiero. Don't judge me on it. Was a Fiero, and I paid $300 a month for insurance. My dad, thank you, Dad, because I was a little prick and I didn't respect the cars he had. I had to get my own insurance policy. So $300 a month when I was 16. That's 30 years ago. 30 years ago. So don't pee on my leg. Tell me it's raining out. That it's too much insurance rates right now. $300 a month, 30 years ago. So it all goes with it. There's more cars out there. There's more distracted driving. Not now. Drinking and driving's always been a problem.
But you could drink on an e-bike, right?
Who's policing them?
Nobody.
There you go. What are we taxing? We got other problems in this town. They just opened up Pandora's box, and trust me, it's not a climate crisis in St. Thomas. We have homeless problems, drug problems. My guys want to hear about that stuff on here.
Let's do it.
So this will lead me to this. Al, lay off the brewskis. We're gonna get into it. Okay.
What's your people
I keep saying homeless and drug problem. We know we have that in St. Thomas. So does every center in this world. Every center. It's just not safety.
Every city has it.
Yeah.
You know.
And wake up, St. Thomas. Wakey, wakey, hands off the snakey. We're just getting what London has. Have you been around London? So, Mr. Jones, and God bless Mr. Jones, he's out there doing something very unselfishly and whatever, you can judge all you want, but no one else is doing it. When you got city workers, you got restaurant owners, you have homeowners calling him to do it because no one else is doing it. You know, I'd like to see the guy get paid. We touched base on this last time. I'm going to get off this
So
quick.
you're saying you want to see Brad Jones get
Someone get paid, or someone do that. Again, we pass e-scooters. We pass climate crisis.
Okay, so you think
That's S-H-I-T.
You think Brad Jones should get paid?
Somebody.
Anybody.
Somebody. You know, okay, listen, we're talking frank, we're talking open.
Yeah.
He's not the candidate because any city, now again, I could be wrong, you naysayers or your fact checkers can tell me, but if you go for any city job, they got a criteria. Right?
Correct.
They're going to throw whoever it is in front of them through the ringer.
Okay.
Okay, what's his background? What's his mental illness? What's he do? What's his references?
Okay.
The whole host of things. And I'm not saying this is Jonesy.
Yeah.
I'm saying any city job.
It has to be a criteria.
Well, here's my
for
opinion.
employment.
If you don't know somebody, you're not going to get in there.
Okay. Correct.
Okay? So, he's working tirelessly. And respect Mr. Preston for giving him love and everything else. But I'm going to tell you, what is 40 hours a week at $14 an hour for a city this big? Absolutely F.A. Absolutely F.A. That guy goes around, does it. You know, do I think showing a video every day of a needle laying around is a good thing for a city? No.
Yeah.
But I get what he's doing. A lot of people give him love, and I'm not beating up on you, Jonesy. I'm just showing that the city is more important about crisis, about climate, that we ain't gonna fix in our. The climate has been changing since the day of the holy power, and if I said different things, people get offended. We are just making more problems in our small city with all these other devices on the road. But I'm trying to bring it back.
Okay. Well, you know, okay, in the pause, somebody is saying, I guess that's not the right way to create a nonprofit.
I get you. We can go down paradox, but you're right. I get it. I'm just saying, maybe part of the city works job is a division. Instead of going down Talbot Street, and I respect they got a couple students every summer keeping the downtown core clean. Is this part of their function? Right?
Correct.
If you properly train somebody to do any job and give them the tools to do it, anybody can do it.
Okay, well okay.
This is a job that nobody wants to do.
Well, hold on a second. Hold on. Okay.
Except Jonesy.
No, that's not true, because right here we got the nameless cleans up the needles for free. And hold on. And so do several other individuals in the city. There hasn't been needles in months. That's what the nameless right here is saying.
Okay, I respect the nameless, and you know what? I don't get to see him on. I guess you know what? I get dominated with other social media networks. So there's no needles in months. I didn't.
I don't know, because
it's right in the back of my shop. But I don't go pick up a phone and video it. I go over there, take a shovel, pick it up, and throw it in the garbage.
Well.
So you know what? That's a bold statement to say there hasn't been needles in months. Really?
That's what I'm
Needles are going to be like cigarette butts in 5 years in this town.
Okay, we got Leticia here that actually works for the nameless, right?
Okay.
So
should I called her last week? No, I don't. Because I'm a big boy. Take a shovel, pick it up, because we're right in the middle of town.
Yes.
We're right in the middle of town. It's a transient area. So do I need to go call her and make a big deal of it? No.
No, that's not what she's saying, right? So
she's telling me there's no needles in town laying around?
Well, Leticia.
So she's saying that Jonesy's planting these? I'm just putting it out there.
What are you saying, Leticia? You know, like, she's telling me that.
I'm not even going to go on any more about this subject. It's just my opinion. So
What she's saying is that a simple disposal bin would solve the issue.
I would never detail an e-bike at the Buff and Shine. If I see one more message up there, you delete it.
Well, hold on. There aren't as many needles as you believe. That's what she's saying right here. This is an organization that actually walks every single day looking for needles.
So you walking the same route? I'm just kidding. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
If you got needles in your in the back of your spot, doesn't mean it's the whole city, right? It just means your spot. But you got an organization here with many people.
That's fine. I respect
in the organization saying.
Okay. So then, you know what? My point is, and I get her point. Why isn't this part of the city works job? Done.
Well, because the name that's right now is saying, you know, it's a non-profit and we'll do it for free. They don't want to burden the city with.
But we're gonna have a climate crisis. Remember where I'm coming back here.
Forget
get
the
it?
climate crisis, man. No,
The
but
e-bike.
they're saying they're doing it for free here because they don't want to burden the city with taxpayers' money to pick up needles. That's what they're saying.
Them.
And you got to respect that, right?
I do.
You have to respect
I do.
that.
So then I'm going to add them on my Facebook, and I'm going to find out what they're doing, and I'm not making fun of them.
7 days a week, she's saying they're walking up and down the street looking for needles for free.
Good for them.
Because they don't want to burden the city with taxpayer money being used.
Well, mad respect.
Okay.
Yep. I used to live on Moore Street, and we walked behind that pathway. Every time my son go down there, you found baggies, roaches, cigarette butts, and needles. So maybe you should do that pathway a little more harder.
Well, you know what?
I'm not challenging them. I'm not challenging. I'm just challenging. Sorry. I'm not challenging them. Do a survey just like the e-bikes.
Okay. Well,
no helmet proper. Distracted driving.
Kelly and Leticia, you guys have a survey. Do you guys have a survey? I'm sure they do. That's what they do.
Well, you know what? Hats off to all the programs that are looking after that mess. And I mean that in mad respect. So I might sound like a blowhard and everything else. Mad respect. Totally. Yeah.
Okay.
That's something I wouldn't want to do, so mad respect.
Okay.
Take it as it is, mad respect. So listen, mad respect. I mean that. So let's close this up. You take 2 questions from your group. I take 2 questions from my group.
Okay.
And we'll call it game.
Okay.
So you go first. I go. You go. I go last.
Okay. So we got 2 questions to close this whole podcast off. I want some beautiful questions. Okay. Okay. We closed off the Kelly, Leticia. Love you guys, but we closed off that topic, right? They're gonna get your disposal bin. Okay, Sean. So do you sit when you pee?
No, Tom Brady does.
Do you?
It depends. You know.
You sit when you pee for real?
Well, it depends on what I've been doing before.
You're not doing a number 2.
Well, it all depends. Like sometimes I'm thinking, geez, I just actually want to sit down and relax. Sometimes, you know, when you get the hose out, you don't know which way it's going to shoot because you've been doing the function before. You know what I mean? But okay, here's the serious.
Okay.
What would you do to fix the drug and homeless problem in St. Thomas? Good question. Al don't. Will this shut you up? Okay, and I'm only a kid. Here's my view on fixing the drug and homeless.
Mm-hmm.
One, no safe injection sites.
Okay.
And if they went in there, arrest them.
Okay.
Because someone's going to pay for it. No, actually what you do, and I'm only kidding about arresting them. You find out we're going to give you a detox program. I'd rather see someone get detoxed, clean, and rehab. Now, the homeless problem.
Yeah.
And I'm being serious here, people. Don't call me racist. I said it before. That old OH, the OH hospital.
Yeah.
It's all big glam. Let's make a movie set. There's still viable housing in there. The government owns it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't pay rent to nobody.
Mm-hmm.
They don't pay taxes. Why don't we make that a shelter? There's plenty of room. The place is huge. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So that's my opinion. If someone needs help, when someone comes to that point where they need help, give them detox, give them a proper program.
And you know
help
what?
them get them clean, and then The OH in St. Thomas is a very huge, empty lot.
Yeah.
But they rather make money. They better be making money.
Mm-hmm.
The government or St. Thomas Municipality of Elgin, whoever it is, I don't know. I'm throwing names out there.
Yeah.
Have housing there because everyone in St. Thomas will donate sheets, pillows, clothes.
Correct.
Because you know what? It's going to something good.
Correct.
And that's my true opinion.
And you know,
Someone's going to hate on that.
no, somebody made an excellent point right here. They said,
Give them help. Everyone in life needs help at some certain time in their life.
you know, okay, and somebody made an excellent point, which is they should automatically get mandatory rehab.
Yeah.
You should
And you know
force
what?
them to get
And
rehab.
you know what? You know what? If you, and here's the rule of law. It comes right back to rule of law. What was my first opening point? Rule of law. If you're doing something illegal, and you come in and say, I'm doing something illegal, it's illegal, then you're going to force that person into detox, a form of a jail, but not jail, to get them clean. I'll guarantee you, 70% of them say, thank you for saving my life because you forced me to get right.
I agree.
And give them all the tools to get right. There's a place out there that they want to glam. I keep saying glam. Hey, let's, there was more spotlight on auditions for a movie shoot instead of taking care of our issues. Don't get me fired. Am I making sense? Here it is. All the radio stations and oh, look at this. Everybody's in Elgin Mall.
Yeah.
They're all lined up.
Over 2,000.
Who cares?
Over 2,000.
You know what they're getting? Minimum wage.
Yeah.
That's FA.
Yeah.
Why? Because you got a beard? Look at you, me. I got a beard. I'm going to be in the show. No, let's get people housed and warm and get them help. Okay, your next question.
Okay. So I got dozens of people agreeing with you. And
Nick, the property around there, it's been an OH, and there's a brand new OH, and they haven't tagged. Properties in St. Thomas are worth more than Tilsonburg. Mic drop.
Okay. And Ashley is also saying that along with the mandatory rehab, they should get free counseling.
That's right.
Correct.
Put her money right. But all of a sudden people say, hey, give me a safe injection site. Stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
You're doing something illegal. Rule of law. I'm back on my same point. Hey, you're gonna watch someone go and fall asleep like Train Spotting, the movie?
Yeah.
That ain't fun. I've never done it and don't care to.
Yeah. The last question is, what are we gonna do to take St. Thomas from because this is what's happening. St. Thomas, regardless if people want to agree with it or not, or want to jump on or not, St. Thomas is becoming a city, a big city. Okay? Half of the city is still considering St. Thomas a small town. And they want to operate the city as a small town, but this city's going fast forward to the next generation, right? So we're about 15, 20, 30 years behind when it comes to major cities. What can we do today to catch up?
You gotta remember, you came from what city?
Toronto.
Toronto.
Yeah.
We'll never be Toronto. We don't want to be Toronto.
Yeah.
So, okay, we don't have to be someone else, right? We don't have to be someone else. I think what's going on overall is great.
Yeah.
Our downtown's getting built. They did an excellent job on the west end of town.
Okay.
Okay, that's facts.
Do you think the money was spent correctly?
Yeah, I like
on the
it.
west
You know
end
what?
of town?
What I don't like is the different colored stone brickwork. It kind of confusing, and it all kind of matches. And I can see people doing some curb jumping.
Yeah.
I think it's a pain in the arse. The city plows. I've seen them hit those things. They go in and out, right? They go in and out. I think it should have just been a straight shot down.
Mm-hmm.
But it's rejuvenating. I really think, we touched base in the last podcast, all that new building over by Walmart and stuff, it's going to hurt downtown.
Okay. So can we catch up somehow, but still stay a small?
No, we want to stay St. Thomas. We don't want to be anyone
What
else.
is St. Thomas?
We killed Jumbo.
I'm being serious.
Right, okay, all right.
I'm being serious, man. What is St. Thomas? Like, what's our identity? It can't be Jumbo.
It was the railway capital of Canada.
In the 18th century.
Yeah, there's no, they ripped all the lines up that way.
So that our legacy.
What's our new identity?
Our legacy cannot be Jumbo because it's kind of, we killed it, man.
Well, we used to be a thriving industrial town. We still are. We got Format Prestran and some offshoots, and
When
I think we're a commuter. We're going to turn into a commuter town.
commuter town,
Yeah.
what do you mean?
Well, everyone's moving from London, and if you notice, I can remember looking at the sign. There was only 23,000 people in St. Thomas when I really start paying attention of population sizes, and we were booming. We had so much industry.
Yeah.
This is my era,
Yes.
and people can differ.
Yeah.
It was railway, and then it was industrial. Ford, Lear, Magna, Prestran, Schulman's, Thermodisc, and people are going to hate because they forgot where they worked for 30 years.
Yeah.
Bite it. But we still got some big prominent businesses, but I think it's what I believe.
Yeah.
It's turned it into a commuter town. Like people even moving. Port Stanley is booming just as much as St. Thomas.
Correct.
But everyone stays here because great job when they said 25% more in St. Thomas. But our property values are going through the roof. Rentals are going through the roof.
But you got to understand, compared to everywhere else, it's still pretty.
Yeah,
good.
but there's what's the jobs in town?
So there's quite a lot of jobs, man. There's over 1,500 jobs that.
Okay, so tell
Nobody
me how many
wants in St.
people's in
Thomas.
town that are blue collar people making over $20 an hour. I like to see that stat. That's stats you
I don't
want
know.
to see. Remember what I said before, when we were booming, I was straight out of Parkside, and everyone went down the fight club called Talbot Street, and everyone was making over $20 an hour in the 90s.
Yeah.
In the 90s, all my people that I knew all had $50,000 to $90,000 jobs, and you went and you spent your money downtown. You shopped downtown. People are staying here. They're making bigger money out of town. We're a commuter town. That, you ask my opinion, we're a commuter. I think.
Okay.
When you see these subdivisions getting built, and I'm going to tell you, I can remember the west end of town. You could buy a hunk of crap for under $100,000. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say a hunk of crap. You could buy a house for $100,000. My first house was $99,000 a semi, brand new, from Collier Homes. Brand new. The people from out of town, outsiders, whoever I pissed off in that one, the outsiders that don't live here are coming here because they know the value of our cheap way of living, our cola, or whatever here you call it. Toronto, other people are coming. You people are coming in town.
Yeah.
And knowing that their cost of living was so high, that's driving our way of life in this small community up. Because if you look at any subdivisions now, and this is what I look at. That's why I got it in detailing.
Okay.
If you can afford a $400,000 home, a mortgage, and then you look in their laneway, there's two $40,000, two $50,000 vehicles. Holy.
Okay.
And it's like, holy, what's the ceiling on this? I remember living at Parkside Apartments, and I had a 2-bedroom apartment all in.
Yeah.
$650 a month. You tell me you find an apartment in St. Thomas for $650 a month all in.
Of course, that's not gonna happen now. Like.
Okay, but minimum wage is 14. So it's the outsiders, the other people, you people, whatever. I'm going to offend on that one. This is what's driving it up. It's the other people that came from. They're leaving other areas because the cost of living is so high, and real estate it's a seller's market.
But Buzz, that's what happens to any city. It happened to Burlington. It happened to Milton. It happened to Mississauga.
Because where did new people that come to Canada gravitate to?
To the inner city.
The big cities.
The big cities, the inner cities. Mississauga, Toronto, Montreal. Absolutely. That's exactly what happens.
Yeah. I stayed in town. I moved away to Kitchener-Waterloo when Lear closed in 2011, and holy, cost of living was crazy. Stayed there for 2 years and got out of there. 1-bedroom apartment for $900, and it was all plus.
Correct. But that's what happened.
Move back here, I can get 2 apartments for that.
See, this is what I'm saying.
But those people are coming here.
I think St. Thomas has, they had it so well because it was one of the very few cities that, you know, like the cost of living always stayed low, you know? Yeah. So what's happening right now is what has happened.
There's a recession coming.
Everywhere.
It has to pop. It has to pop. Good point, Aldone. In 1998, he made more than he does now. I made more in 2011 than I do now.
Okay, so...
But what keeps rising? Alcohol, cigarettes, healthcare.
So I tell you the solution.
Property taxes.
I tell you the solution. So right now, you cannot be employed and probably get what you used to get. Correct?
There's no industry for that.
There's no industry for that. So what's the alternative? Self-employment.
I don't know. Grow cannabis and sell it?
No, whichever. Whatever you want to do. But what I'm saying right now is that St. Thomas has something that's happening right now that a lot of people don't realize. You could start your own business in St. Thomas, right? For extremely low cost. And on top of that, we are one of the fewest cities on the planet.
What are you going to do? What are you going to open downtown? And what business is going to open up downtown?
Anything you want.
Another pet store?
Whatever. Anything you want. Anything you want. But I'll give you a perfect example. Downtown right now, you could get a storefront for about $1,500, even less. Right?
What are you going to sell? Because the big box stores, I'll smash your face.
Listen, what? No, that's not true. That's not true.
Well, you're unique because you brought something outside the box. You can't go to Walmart and buy a same t-shirt. You can't go to Giant Tiger, G2 Boutique and get that. You brought something so out of the box.
Yeah.
And you cut goddamn good hair.
Come on,
and
Buzz.
You sell other stuff. But
it's not out of the box, Buzz. How many barbershops in the city? Like, this is a
but you got 2 or 3 different things.
Okay, you're right. But what I'm trying to say is that St. Thomas has extremely creative individuals.
Yes.
So they could think of something.
That drive e-bikes.
No. Well, St. Thomas has very creative individuals.
I'm going to have every e-bike owner in town messaging me.
What I'm saying is
if anyone wants to give me one, I'll take one.
What I'm saying, if the gravy train is done for employment and try to get $40-50 an hour.
The problem is, get rid of scab workers. That's called temporary services.
You're right.
You know what? And this is the last point. Let's get off this.
But you can't do that, though.
Yeah, you can.
How?
When I was at the CAW, and it's the only thing about the union that was good that I believe, is that we wouldn't have temporary workers in our environment. If you came in and worked 3 months and showed that you had hard work, good work ethic, showed up on time, and treated others fairly, you got a decent paying job. But, you know, the HCRs and all these other crap in town, get this, all the other crap, scab crap, that the government and, you know, we can outlaw them. I'm sure, instead of passing e-bikes in climate crisis, how about scab workers, temporary workers? And you know what, if you show up and go through the application, you know, if you have a criminal record, even for drunk driving, you're no good for a temporary worker. That's discrimination. So you screw up once, now you can't go for that job.
Yeah.
Then you go into the plants, and I've seen it. You go into the plants and they call you temp. Hey, temp. No, my name's Rusty. Hey, temp, I need you over here. There's no respect.
Yeah.
If one person in that area doesn't like you, you're hitting the streets. If you get hurt as a temporary worker, grab your sign and walk up and down Talbot Street, Almer First in front of CAA, hold the sign, get back. That's meaningful work. Right? That's meaningful work. and then you get healthy, and they'll say, we don't have a placement for you. Then you're blackballed.
So you won't be able to get a job in a.
I'll guarantee you that's how it works. So
Yeah,
if
you're
any
right.
HCR people that want to come on, tell me it's different, because I know it isn't. You're lying. Because if you get hurt on the job, it's because the employer is at responsibility. But if you got scabs or temporary workers, they come in and they normally do the worst jobs that the full-timers don't want to do because the employers don't want to fix the job. Make it ergonomically correct. Do a rotation.
But here's the issue.
Pay that person less.
So-
Treat them with disrespect. You get hurt. Hold the sign so someone else goes, hey, up to $20 an hour. I'm going to go apply there. You got an impaired charge 20 years ago. No, you're no good. You got a criminal record. Is that like discriminatory? Because you made a mistake? Or you had an injury, a claim at a previous job that
Yeah.
you didn't want to have that injury.
Yeah,
But if you don't tell them and they find out, you're gassed.
you're done.
So,
So who hires these temporary agencies? The companies.
format, press strand,
Okay. So that's why these temp agencies will never
and you know
go
what?
away.
You know what? And we had temporary part-time people that
Yeah.
were only Monday, Friday in our plant, and that's all they were, Monday, Friday. Because what does everybody want in the plant? Monday, Friday off. You've been there 10 years. Everybody requests a Monday, Friday off. You had TPT. They're full-time. They got good money. These other people, they do their time,
Yeah,
and they're gone.
yeah,
Or they put you to the other plant across the street.
yeah.
And you do your time, you're gone. If you show up, perfect attendance, or you have some kind of family emergency that's really respected, give them a job. Doesn't matter who you are.
Okay.
I don't care if you take an e-bike to work.